Hey viewers, welcome to another game with the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing another Wicked game, and this time he's playing Jace. Hopefully that will go better than his Irelia game. For those of you who watched that, I'm sorry. I had to put that up. Normally I throw away those kind of games, but this one was too funny. I mean, he was more dead than alive, and that on the Korean servers. The Korean servers really, most of these players are not that good. And wow, he actually has a different screen shape than I do. So yeah, left and right do have some black bars. Can't really help that. That's just the way the stream is set up. And it seems that last game I had a little bit of an issue with this bottom part of the thing. Does he realize that the game has started? Oh no, he's going to buy another health potion. Never mind. Never mind. He does realize that the game has started. Because he did buy his boots and potions. And hopefully this will go a little bit smoother than last game. Because that was pretty crazy. So yeah, going to buy a 4th health potion. And yeah, run into the lane. He is up against, let us see. So this card is versus Castle in the mid, and then Cho'Gath jungle, and we have Vayne in the bottom lane. Oh, he's up against Jax, okay. So up against the melee champion at least, and that should put him a little bit ahead, straight off, because he can harass a lot better than Jax can. And of course he has that knockback to make sure that Jax doesn't come too close. And yeah, Jax immediately popping a health potion. Well, just like Jace, but well, we'll have to see how that works out. So I don't know who the support is here. Oh, I can see on the left side. It is a Zyra support. And a Mumu coming in. He is going to draw first blood. So that is a lot better than last time. But he still gives away gold there. Because first blood is 100 more. And the assist gold is about 250. Well, no, 220, I believe. 25, something like that. So yeah, he gives away more gold than he took, but it's way better than what happened last time. Last time he got sniped for first blood at the red, and yeah, he was just standing there, and the entire enemy team came in and killed him in like a second. Anyhow, yeah, we are back here. The jungler taking a little bit of last hits. And wow, just doing a crap ton of harassment straight off. And yeah, we don't see Jace in hammer mode a whole lot, but he does have some pretty nice skills, as in extra damage and I believe a knockback. Or is that just when you switch? I don't know. I don't really care either. We will just see whatever happens. And he does have a jump, I believe. Just like Jax. Well, I don't really know. I read his skills when he came out, and then he didn't seem like the best bottom laner. But nowadays he is played in top lane all the time. So I guess he found his place in well, in the game, and the fact that people are still playing him is yeah, pretty good, because most champions actually aren't played anymore like from the week after they are released, or 2 weeks after. And that's just the way it is. I mean, sometimes you just have these champions that nobody likes, like Hecarim. You never see Hecarim in a game. Of course, the next game that is sent to me is a Hecarim game, but yeah, well, you have people liking, or you always have someone liking a champion, but yeah, a lot of champions just aren't played anymore, or very rarely. But So Jax getting the hit off, and nice dodge there on the stun. He actually gets, yeah, he actually gets a lot of damage done on Jax, but takes a lot of damage as well. Oh yeah, that you also have that field. I think that only does damage, but still. So he sees that there's a ward in that bush. The ward, of course, very good for the red team, but the green team really doesn't see anything with that same ward. And that is just the way it is. So he is going to do a little bit of damage here to Jax, and might actually finish him off. Did he? Yeah, he did get his ignite on him. Very nicely done. See, this is much more like the Wicked we know. Man, that last game. So yeah, Amumu taking some damage here, but also getting a bunch of minions. That's of course why he came here, to get those minions. And Jace is going to get the hell out of here. And that's something that a lot of people don't do. Shopping when the enemy is shopping. I mean, if you do that, if you do it like this, like well, you kill someone, then you push the lane really quickly, and then you go back as well, then you will never give them free farm. You also will have the opportunity to stay at the same level of items, because they are going back, they get new items, and then once they come back, they will have, well, superior items to yours, especially in that early game. Wow, this character model is so messy. Can't really see what's going on in that. Well, that's with most of the character models. Try to put too many details in it, and it starts becoming really messy because of all the effects, all of the particles. I mean, a character model like Mordekaiser, I guess, would be my preference, where you clearly have yeah, every bit of the champion, and not have like like Jax has. Well, Jax, you can still see his head at least. But all of these armor pieces make it one big blob normally. Jax also has kind of a raincoat on, and that kind of makes him a blob as well. The Cho'Gath is also pretty nice now that we see him come in. So yeah, getting sniped there by the jungler because there was no vision on the river. And of course, Wicked doesn't believe in wards. He says that wards are for noobs, and so far he hasn't really proven that that's true. Because yeah, it would have been nice for him to have wards out. So Jack's picking up all of those minions really quickly, and actually going to push this lane into the turret, and yeah, Wicked messing up there, losing a few minions. So I can't see yeah, the names of the champion, but yeah, this was Wicked typing in the chat. He wants to go dragon, so he's going to push really quickly, and then they're going for dragon. Yeah, someone, I think that's the enemy jungler, just spotted him coming in, and that means they know they're going for dragon. Because that's the only reason why top laner would come all the way to the bottom, so all the way to mid, and then runs across the mid lane to go for this. So Kassadin getting shot in the face a couple of times. Cho'Gath gets a kill, Kassadin gets a kill, but they should pick up the Kassadin here. Unless he can Rift Walk out of that. Yeah, it seems that he can Rift Walk out of it. But, well, Kassadin is low. They have a 1-for-1 trade there, and they should be able to do dragon here. Oh, Kassadin is coming back in. That is not smart. I hope he gets killed for this. They're trying to get close enough to steal it, but to actually kill someone, that's good too. Yeah, the Cho'Gath gets the dragon. Of course, Cho'Gath with his ultimate and his smite should never be losing that fight. Yeah. Jace goes down. Jace loses his turret as well. And all in all, yeah, they came out ahead in that, but not by much. 2 for 3 trade, sorry. But they get dragon, so that's good as well. Yeah, they do come out ahead a little bit in the fight, but then because they lost the turret and a whole bunch of minions in the top lane, it really isn't worth it anymore. Come on, you can do this. Vayne, get him, get him. There we go. If Jax stayed in there and just recalled, he would have been fine. But because he started attacking, Vayne could see him, and Vayne could actually land the stun pretty easily. And yeah, after you get stunned by Vayne, you pretty much die instantly. Or you're pretty much dead anyway. So yeah, getting a bunch of minions. It is 6-9 now. It doesn't seem like he's really going to pick up his play since the last game. Maybe still a little shaken up, but he is currently 2 and 3 with 3 assists, so that's pretty reasonable. It's definitely not as bad as going 0 and 10. With 0 assists, that was the most amazing thing ever. He really didn't assist in any of the kills. Uh-oh, Karthus is getting killed here. No, they can't make it work. The exhaust too strong, and they actually pick up the Amumu for that. Wow. That was so aggressive by Amumu, but it seemed like they should have gotten that kill, but exhaust too strong. Exhaust is really strong, but it's supposed to be really strong. It's still not picked by everyone, so as long as not everyone picks it, it's not too strong. And I just don't understand why people would pick Ignite over Exhaust in the bottom lane. I do understand it for the mid lane or the top lane, but still Exhaust is so strong. But for the bottom lane, yeah, you still often see, not in high elos, but you still often see that that Ignite pick over Exhaust, and I just don't understand that. So I don't know where he is currently. Oh, he was just doing the double golems. Or rather, just standing at the double golems, because he was following the fights on the screen, obviously, as I have no control over the camera. Yeah, he's just going to wait for these minions to push a little bit. And then he should be able to last it pretty well. He doesn't want to push the lane at this point, because he knows he's behind. Well, not so much behind on Jax, but yeah, the turret is down, so he should try to stay back and make use of the fact that that turret is down. I'm not sure if Jax is ahead, but he has 2 kills, 4 assists. I think that's pretty much enough to stay ahead of Jax. I think Jax only has 1 kill or something like that, because he stayed in that top lane for so long that he probably has more minions, but well, we'll see. Well, we won't see. You can check it on that score screen right there. I really cannot. So yeah, the Jace is seemingly doing very well in this this situation where he doesn't get harassed and can just push the lane or just farm the lane because nobody's coming in for him. So I'm assuming therefore that he is very strong if you don't have a champion on him all the time. That was pretty cute. He was scouting around to see if there was anyone there because that Q gives him vision. And yeah, pushing all of the lanes into the turret now. Ezreal ulting that whole wave, but not getting anything out of that. It does make that all of the minions are one-shot kills instead of 2 or 3 shots kills. So it does help. It's just not, well, normally we see Ezreal farming up with that ultimate in the late game, and that really didn't work here. So yeah, not the greatest of camera work, but he did see most of the fight at least. Come on. No, exhaust again. Exhaust is just too strong. He has a slow? Okay. Sure. Oh man, come on. What the hell? What was he doing? Switching targets. He is still high enough health to actually make this work. No! That was not where Mumu was. Oh, he's going to get a triple here with Karthus. Yeah. So 3 for 1. Excellent trade. And he wants to go for that Bloodthirster right after his Phage. So not going for his favorite item, the Trinity Force. There you go. Bloodthirster gone. He may actually go for Frozen Mallet on that Phage. Or from that Phage. Not sure. Not sure what Jace normally gets. We'll see. Of course you can get whatever you want on your champions. It all depends on your playstyle and your opponents, your score, the complete team score, the enemy's team score, your minions, things like that. But mainly just overall, one word, the game state. It's not one word, I know that. No, you should never have like a standard build for whatever you do. You should have a build plan. So you should have like, I want to get this done. So I want to, for my playstyle, for example, I'll take my own playstyle. I like to not get kills because getting kills is, well, just not my playstyle. You have to play very aggressively. I like to play more defensively, farm up a whole lot, so I normally end up with a whole bunch of farm and not a whole lot of kills. And that works for me because I use my I can tune my character to do exactly that. So I can make sure that my ranged attacks are very strong, or that I don't have to go aggressive, and that I can just farm. Just make sure that I get as much gold as possible. So you get a whole different build there from if you want to go aggressive all the time. Because if you want to be in the enemy's face, you either have to have massive damage or you have to have something defensive. And a very aggressive move here. Now, well, it's not a difficult move. It's definitely not a move that, that was hard to do, but it looked aggressive. Obviously, he was full health and he took 2 tower shots, so yeah, big whoop. Not a really big deal, and yeah, he's going to get out of there no problem. So he is indeed going for that Trinity Force. And boots level 2 first? No. Yes. Make up your mind, dude. And then he goes for a pickaxe. Okay, maybe he wants to go for Last Whisper. That's the general item you go for with a pickaxe. But yeah, boots level 2, a ward and a pickaxe. It's a pretty good pickup. It does make that he can farm safely. It's also something I would pick up, the wards, because if you're going aggressive, then you don't need the wards. But if you're going defensive, you want the wards because you want to see when people are coming in, because you want to farm as much as possible. So yeah, Kart is getting sniped once again, but they do get the Jax back for that. Unfortunately, the Vayne also dies, so that is yeah, that's good. Now that's not very good. Of course, Vayne dying is wasn't calculated there. Wasn't supposed to happen. And I don't know why they went for that jungle camp instead of running around the enemies and trying to get the two guys that were low. Maybe someone was still full health there. I don't know. He keeps missing those Qs after they are sped up. That means you use 2 spells and then still don't get the damage done. There he hits one on a stationary enemy. Duh. That was actually in vision range, but every time someone runs away from him, he misses that spell. So yeah, we get a lot of damage done, a lot of minions, and I personally like this style of people who get a lot of minions, but that's because I have a similar style. That doesn't mean you should go for that. Getting a lot of minions is good, but it's all about playing to your own strengths. If you know how to go aggressive and how to kill champions really well without dying yourself, you should do that. I just can't do it. Well, I can, I guess, if I practiced it, but I'm more of a passive player. I like to be, yeah, I don't know. It's just my playstyle. I like to be in the back a little bit, doing some damage, assisting my teammates, and not getting all of the kills. Yeah, that's not a good ultimate. Kart's ultimate doing nothing except preventing the enemies a little bit from pushing, but since they have no minions there, pretty hard to push anyway. Pretty impossible, in fact. Okay, we have a 1-for-1 trade to start off, a 2-for-2 trade then, and nothing else going to happen. So yeah, there goes the Last Whisper. And yeah, that Phage really should help him a little bit more than it actually does. And well, yeah, the bottom lane is being pushed by the minions. That's pretty nice. Getting some free damage on the turret maybe. No. Asriel and Amumu are there to clean it up. It's not going to be a big issue. 18-24 the whole score. We are currently what, 5-5? Yeah, so doing pretty well. But it's once again a game with Asriel in it, and once again they are losing to Asriel. Because Asriel, well, is 3-3 and 11, so even though he doesn't have the amount of farm that he sometimes gets, he still has 168 minions, which is about 15 more than Jace has. And we are going for another dragon, so as long as Cho'Gath can stay on top of the dragon, they should never lose that. Cho'Gath indeed gets another dragon. And did he use his ultimate? No, he did not. So he can still eat someone. He did eat someone there. And come on. Getting the kill. Yeah, they do get the kill. So finally they are starting to become a little bit stronger than the enemies. Oh, come on. Yes, a very nice kill there by Yellow Pete, who is once again duo queuing with our Wicked here. And yeah, Yellow Pete, of course, an excellent AD carry. He is the man. So yeah, he can really play that very well. He knows when to engage and when not to engage. And come on, no, they're not going to grab that kill. And now he's dead. Oh, overextending like a boss. So yeah, it gets the Sheen here, and the Sheen is of course going to add a lot of damage to that. Well, that attack that once every 2 seconds, and yeah, that is exactly what you want out of that. Well, out of the Trinity Force. Trinity Force, of course, you want the slow and the increased damage. You don't normally really care about the rest. The movement speed is nice, but it's not really, well, majorly important. And I don't think there's anything else really in there. You get movement speed, you get some attack speed. That's not really major. That's, yeah, really isn't important. The good thing about the Trinity Force is that it's a really expensive item, so in long games you still have item spots left if you buy it. And come on. No? We're not going in? Come on. 2 versus 5, you can do that. Wow, lots of damage there. The entire team got hit by that Q. And Kassadin, yeah, Kassadin does go down, but then Jace goes down. 7 and 7 with 12 assists. That is, that's okay. Especially for a team that's currently losing the match. It doesn't mean they will lose the match, but currently they are on the back foot. They really have to watch out that they're not going to lose due to like an ace. Because if they currently get aced, I think they will lose instantly. And of course the enemy team, because all of the lanes are pushed into their direction, I don't think the enemy team can do the same thing. Or, well, no, has to worry about the same thing. That's what I wanted to say. I kind of lost track of what I was trying to say and then just finished my sentence, but in the wrong way. So Vayne getting another kill there, but Amumu also getting a kill. Wow, that's a lot of minions for, well, just showing up for 2 seconds. They do grab the Baron. Of course, that's the beautiful thing about Jungle Cho'Gath. I mean, as long as you can do the RF in, or RD, whatever you have your smite on, yeah, really quickly, then you should never, ever, ever lose a Baron or Dragon, as long as you're there. So as long as you're in range of that R, you should never lose that. And of course, the ultimate from Cho'Gath is already like 1,000 true damage, I believe. That's already pretty ridiculous. And yeah, if you add the smite on top of that, you get like 600 more, something like that. Maybe a little bit more. I don't really care. But let's say 1600 true damage. There's no way you can smite against that. Because you can't smite at 1600, but you can RF on Cho'Gath at 1600. I'm just calling it F. I don't know what people keep their smite on. Don't really care either. Wow. Instantly killing the Ezreal there. Ezreal did not have his arcane whatever up. And Zyra gets a kill, Jax gets a kill back. And are we going for an Infinity Edge now? Okay. Cool. So yeah, after that oh man. Such a standard play, but it still works. But after that push from the enemies, they do get to push now. And yeah, the enemies let them push all the lanes up to their base. And that's why they have to worry about losing now. Because I said before that they didn't have to worry about getting aced and then losing the game instantly. But that was because, and I told that, or I said that, all of the lanes were pushed in the other direction. So once that's no longer the case, of course you have to worry about that. And especially with the Baron buff. Wow, pretty impressive match. And yeah, they did win that. They just came out ahead in the kills, 35 to 33, 8 and 8. He was kind of equal all game. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.